No, there's a couple people there. I think Vivek and somebody else.
Good day and welcome. This is Small Biz David, and I'm sorry I'm a little late, but we were setting some things up, and we're going to hear about what Preston and I were actually setting up. I created a website in the last half hour, and I did it because Preston told me he's going to
Debbie's?
send millions upon
Okay.
millions visitors. Isn't that what you told me, Preston?
No, I didn't say millions.
Oh, I thought
Said a
I thought
lot.
I thought I heard you say millions.
No.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, and that's a part of the beauty of what we try to do in dreaming with entrepreneurs in Google Plus. Our community is approaching 450 members, and I would venture to say that 75% of them, I'm going to guess, are actually small business owners. And the purpose of the community is the concept that I call, and it's not original with me, but I market the concept a lot, is small business collaboration.
Okay.
You help me with with my business. I'll help you with your business based upon my skill sets, based upon your skill sets, and together we will be helping each other. And then what happens after we have that helping each other kind of thing going on, we create a new force, if you will, to take to the marketplace to help more folks with challenges that they're having. And that's the principle I really want to demonstrate today. This is probably the first time that I've done a hangout in Dreaming with Entrepreneurs in Google Plus community that we're actually going to share with you today something that Preston brought to me. He said, David, I think this technology that I'm working with is going to help you grow your business, help you grow the community, and let's take a shot at it. So I set up a Smash account. I bought a domain name in the last half hour, smallbizdavid.com. You see it in my lower third right there. Oh, Preston, I forgot to tell you, or you forgot to make the D a capital D on David on smallbizdavid.com.
What? I didn't do that right. What? Are you kidding me?
You better get that right, Preston, or I'm going to cancel.
What the heck happened here?
No big deal. I just saw that.
I saw it too now. Oh well, we'll change it next time.
We'll get it changed. No big deal. Actually, as we found out as we were doing some testing, and you probably already know this, it doesn't really matter about the caps and lower cases, but I want to keep things consistent, and that's how Google does small s on small, a big S on small, big B on biz, big D on David. But we'll get it fixed. Irrelevant, not important. And I don't think your camera's working, Preston. Your profile picture's coming up.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why. It was working just a second ago.
And you got a new profile picture. You holding a water bottle?
Oh, I know what I did.
I never saw
Hold
that
on.
one before. There it is.
Yeah, that's a big water bottle. That's the normal water that I drink during the day. I don't have it with me right now.
Okay, one quick question. The environment that I'm seeing you in right now, I think it's new. Is that another area of your home?
No, it's actually my mother-in-law's because my internet at home isn't working.
Your
So,
mother-in-law has a lovely home,
thank you.
and
So I
thank goodness she lives close enough to you. Where's that strange place you live again?
in Honduras.
Honduras. Who would want to live in the Honduras? How did you pick the Honduras?
Well, it was kind of an interesting thing. About 3 years ago, my mother and father-in-law basically called us up, and they have a ministry down here. Been running for almost 45 years now, or 50
You
years.
said your mother.
And father-in-law. They're both pastors down here. And so they asked us, can you help us because we got a lot of ministry stuff going on, and we got a lot of other things that we need help with, and we want to get into the internet, and we could have done it at home, but of course my wife wanted to go back to her home, so we decided, okay, let's go. So we packed up 6 bags and
So,
left.
so your wife is native Honduran.
She is, yeah.
Oh, that's something new. Something new I've learned about you. And you and I have known each other for a while. Well,
Yeah.
you started telling me about Smash.com. I would say what, 3, 4 months ago? Well, 3, 4 months ago for sure.
Yeah, something like that.
And why don't you tell us what Smash.com is, what Smash.com does, and how Smash.com can help our businesses?
Well, first of all, it's Smash Solutions.
Oh,
um,
Smash Solutions.
but obviously, if people want to learn more about it, I would suggest going to, of course, your domain name at smallbizdavid.com, because obviously you could credit if somebody does want to do more than just getting the free account. But this is a business portal for business owners. It has actually been created by a friend of mine. He used to be in business and used to have a lot of clients. He used to be in the networking marketing business, and I think he had like 40 or 50,000 people in his downline. And he was using about 15 different tools just to communicate with his team, with his leaders. And obviously, if you're a bigger business, you understand that too. You have to communicate, and you have to use all these tools. And there's a lot of online tools that are available. But when he added it up, he was spending thousands of dollars a month on all these tools, and none of these tools talk to each other. So he got frustrated and he said, I'm going to build my own. And so he went out and he basically started the what we called them the brainstorming sessions with the leaders, and I was part of that, thank God, about 3 years ago. And we just started talking about what we're using now, what we like, what we don't like, what would we like to see, and he combined all of that into a system that you never have to leave if you don't want to. And that's the beauty of it, is that your time is valuable during the day, so why do you need to, sign in for Facebook? Why do you need to sign in for Google Plus, LinkedIn, all these other places just to do business? You might as well just have a portal to do that, and that's exactly what he built. It has been through a lot of stages. We just finished our phase 1, and our phase 2 will be coming out shortly. It already cost over $3 million to develop, so this is not a mom and pop type operation. But we work with mom and pops, we work with small businesses, but we also, have the technology that it can be scalable to enterprise level.
Not
And
not important, Preston, but kind of an important small business question. Okay,
mhm,
the what's the gentleman's name that started the business?
it's Jerry Elrich.
Okay,
Jerry.
Jerry. You said he started building it a couple years ago,
Yeah, we started the whole concept a couple years ago.
and is all of the $3 million investment, is it all personal money, or he was able to get some outside investors for it?
Well, a lot of it has been through his own personal money, some people and friends that he knows, of course, some of his savings and things. He contracted with 100 of us to be able to help out with it, but ours is a small contribution, except ours was also for beta. So when he was releasing it, he wanted us to test it, make sure everything was working right, those type of things. So, and just be able to, you know, use it and see, okay, what do you like, what don't you like, what can we change, what kind of things should we add, those type of things. And it's mushroomed. I mean, it was going to be a small little thing that we were going to use for some other business that we were running or being part of, and then it just mushroomed because more and more people wanted more and more things, and it just made sense to do it. So he went out and did it. So this, like I said, this is the first phase, if you will. The second phase, I guess, is going to cost about $9 million. and he's in the process of building that right now. And he is looking for investors. So if you're an accredited investor, I mean, you can go to the investor section and be able to, get that, get involved with that if you want to. So. But I'm using it just more of a regular tool to be able to communicate more effectively with my customers, with my prospects. I have all my data in one location, so I don't have to go from Excel file to Goldmine to this to that to find things. I've been able to import all of it in just one click of a button, and I can show you that if you guys want to. And then, like I said, the thing that we developed just recently, about 3 months ago now, we're beta testing it for about 2, is that we have a way to really create business and traffic to your website through a unique tool that we built that's patent pending. And I can go through that if you guys want me
No,
to.
actually, it's not so much about you guys. I absolutely. Why don't I'm going to pin you, and why don't you take? I'll ask you to do a screen share
Okay.
of the page that you and I just created for me.
Okay.
And when I say just created it, we literally created it. Well, I guess maybe we set up the page some other a day or two ago, but we have spent what, a half hour total in setting up, getting the account set up, and getting. We bought a domain name, and why don't you explain all that by actually showing my page, and you can explain each of the features available right on my page. So I've just pinned you. This is a trick that I learned from Vivek. Thank you, Vivek. And you just take us through and show us the various features.
Okay, let me do that. I'm going to go to, this is going to go kind of nuts here for a second, but I will go into your account. Well, I can't go actually into your account though. I don't know your login password, but I can show the outside of it.
I'll put the login password in the chat.
Okay.
So nobody's allowed to look at the chat.
I don't think they can unless you invite them in.
Is the login my email address, or is it something I created?
It was what we just created, but for some reason it's not being found right now. Why? Did you get another email? Oh, there it goes. Okay. There it is. Can you see it?
I see it on the screen yet?
Yeah, you should be.
No, it's not on the screen yet.
Really?
Well, it actually didn't show that you shared the screen.
Interesting. I shared screen right now.
Oh wait, maybe.
Let's try it now.
I have to share.
Oh, no, I think I have to do it. Now
there
I
you
got
go.
started.
There
Okay.
you go.
So here we are. You obviously got the domain from smallbizdavid.com, and this is obviously the front of the page. Now I got to go back to the Hangout to see what your password login are.
Okay, I haven't put in my password yet. I'm doing that right now.
Okay. I just saw a comment from something. I don't know what that was. Oh, that was you.
I think that'll get you in.
That's the login?
Well, I think that's the login. It's definitely the password underneath.
Okay, because I'm in my. I think I'm still in my account, though. I gotta get out of mine.
No, I see Small Biz David up in the browser.
Right, but I'm clicking on my account to see if it actually goes there, because we never actually went into your account.
That's right, we didn't. That's your account, not my account. That's your mug.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to sign out. I mean, I can kind of show them what is in
that's
here.
okay. Just, I've got a page that looks like this. Why don't you just go from here? That's okay.
Yeah, because it's just because you have the free account, not the paid account. There's not going to be certain things that you don't have. So what is here is there's a whole bunch of things, and I know Vivek has seen this before. he wanted me to do a live feed for him, which I did, and I had a little hangout on it. But you got the social home. Social home is kind of like where everything is happening. You can come to the welcome tab here, and it basically says, some new things that are there. What's new is basically what people who are my friends. It kind of works the same thing like Facebook or Google. You can be friends with anybody that's in the system, and they basically just post things. The beautiful thing about posting, like I posted this one last week about another business that I do, which is high definition webcams and tourist locations. Well, I posted that, but I also posted it not only to everybody here on Smash, but also into my Facebook, my Twitter, and LinkedIn. So it works very similar to a Hootsuite, and the next version will actually allow you to schedule that. But you just basically type it in, your notes or whatever you want to say. You can add a photo, you can add music, you can add a
So
link.
it automatically sends it to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
Right, if you wanted to. So, like, if it's grayed out, it says it's going to publish to it. If you click onto it, it does not publish to it. And we are adding other ones. We do have
Where's
Pinterest.
Google Plus, Preston?
I know, I know. I knew you were going to say that. Many people say it. We have the API, but it's just not set up yet. So
Okay.
with Google, they have like multiple APIs. We had a couple of APIs ready for the task and calendar, because you can actually update your Google Calendar with our calendar. And our calendar has a little bit more features, and I can go into that a little bit later. But that's the social area. A lot of people like this because it saves time. Some people, social media experts, they're like, no, you should always do it individually. Well, that's fine. You can. You want to do a separate one for Facebook, go ahead. But the nice thing I like about this is if you go and click on to Facebook, this actually is my feed from my Facebook page. Actually, it's my personal. The pages are going to come out here shortly. And of course, my Firefox is not responding.
While we're waiting, I got a quick comment from Vivek. Oh, gosh. He's yelling at me.
Oh, he's like, how
Oh,
come
no,
you're
'cause
not paying attention?
he told me something and I did it wrong. He said we were lucky to get the screen share to work because I was supposed to pin the person not doing the screen share, which would have been me. I pinned you, and the screen share still came up. He said we were lucky. Thank you.
I always say we're blessed.
We are blessed, right?
So anyways, this is actually my feed from my Facebook, and I can basically go into my Facebook through the Smash system. I can comment. So I don't have to ever leave Smash if I don't want to.
Interesting.
Right? Same thing with Twitter. Here's my Twitter feed. Okay.
It just looks different, but it's
it's just basically feeding directly into it, and then LinkedIn.
What a great feature that is.
Yeah, and I can't wait until Google Plus comes in there, because then you can go through profiles and stuff.
Since I do very little posting on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and virtually all my posting is Google Plus. I can't wait till you had Google Plus there.
I know.
Can I call somebody and see if we can speed up the process?
Well, we got some really talented people that work here at Smash. I mean, some of the CTO actually used to work for Paul Allen. And if you know who Paul Allen is, he actually worked directly with Microsoft and Bill Gates. So he got recruited by him, and I guess gave him like $8 million of shares because he was so good, and we got him on our staff. So we're very fortunate. We got people from Netflix, we got people from Google, we got people from all over the place.
Well, so you're a relatively young company. How many folks are in the technology area?
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, we had a development firm out in India, but it didn't work out well. We had over 200 programmers, and now we took everything back to the U.S. So I don't know how many programmers we have now, but yeah, we are constantly on the edge of trying to get everything working, because there's nothing like this out there that can talk to each other and be able to communicate in one easy fashion, so that's what makes us really unique in the business. And you'll see as we go through this, and I know we don't have a lot of time to go through it, but if you guys want a personal, you know, tour, I'd highly suggest getting and paying for the paid version, because then we'll give you a personal tour and have you get you set up and everything. But
What is the
there's going to
paid
be a lot
version?
more things.
What
It's
does the
20
paid version cost?
for all of this. I usually don't like going through that right away, but all of this, the contacts, the calendar, the tasks, the events, the campaigns, the advertising, the media, which we're actually having a how to use social media classes coming up here soon too. Everything most people would be paying $200-300 a month for, maybe more. I mean, I've seen calendaring systems going for $30 a month starting out with, and our whole entire system's $26 a month.
Really?
So it's very affordable. And you know, because you were in another one which was $500 a month, so we made it very affordable. And then, you know, if you want to become
I
a
didn't use it at $500 a month. I'll bet I would at $26 a month. I'll be using yours.
well, that's the thing is you know, I've talked to some people and they go, well, I already have a whole bunch of these systems, I don't need them. And I'm like, well, how much are you paying? Well, $200 a month. I said, well, don't you think that's broken?
Let me throw something out there. Just and it's something that we as small business folks have to be thinking about. $26 a month is not a major out-of-the-pocket expense for anything that you buy in the technology world today. But
Exactly.
think about this for a moment. You have showed us some tremendous time efficiencies, and time is money, and the $26 a month just to have the capability to do Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter all in one place without having to go onto their platforms to do it. I can't wait till you get Google Plus up there. I mean, it's a value just with Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn for me because I don't use those environments. So when you think of it that way, but when you throw in Google Plus there, my goodness, I'll be sitting on your site all day long.
And
which
that's
is
good.
what you guys want.
Exactly. Because I mean, we did some statistics and we were looking at how long people are sitting there, how many people are coming to the site, and we're right now averaging about 8,000 per day to our site, and we're having people sit in here for about 45 minutes on average. So it's pretty good. And we did it on purpose too. I mean, obviously, what pays for this is advertising, and advertising is going to be available, and it actually is available right now for any member that wants to advertise their business. So it's
Where's their advertising? Is there advertising on your page right now?
yeah, right now. If you go to not on the social part, oh yeah, there is actually right down here. They moved it down a little bit. You see those?
Where?
Hold on.
On the right
Trying
side
to
over
move
there?
up. Yep, right side.
Oh, right
So
there,
these,
that special
yep,
offer.
right. So these change all the time.
On a real-time basis?
Yep. So we have like a click. We got the regular CPM program, which is click per impression, which is really good deal right now. Actually, if they sign up with me, well, you should get it first though, David. Is that we can give them $100 worth of free advertising. And it's not pay per click, it's pay per impression. But the pay per impression, it's like if we give you $100, you get $20 worth of impressions, and $20 worth of impressions is worth 50,000 impressions. So for $100 in free advertising that we give you, basically you get 250,000 impressions for free.
And I'm gonna, bottom line, I want to drive traffic. Well, I don't know where I want to drive it anymore. I might want to drive it to a website that I have that should be up by the end of the month, called dreamingwithentrepreneurs.com. Actually, it's an old website that I deactivated a couple years ago in favor of davidsbarter.com, and now I've deactivated, for the most part, davidsbarter.com, and want to divert the attention to Dreaming with Entrepreneurs. So let me ask you this question, point blank. Should I market and send folks from my Smash Solutions page, should I send them to dreamingwithentrepreneurs.com, or should I send them to my Google community page, the Dreaming with Entrepreneurs and Google Plus community page?
Well, for our partnership program, the community won't work because we have to actually install it into a website and into a web server.
I got you. So you're going to have a .com or
Right.
whatever kind of situation. So
Right. So you have a .com and you have an actual hosting environment, and that hosting environment has to be better than some shared environments. I mean, we ran into, I don't know if I can mention the name, but HostGator, where they didn't like the fact that we were driving a lot of traffic to these sites, and they shut you down because it's going more over what you agreed upon, and it shut a lot of sites down because we got so much traffic. I mean, some clients of ours were getting 20,000, uh, 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 I guess 20,000 visits per day on their sites.
well,
And
I'll tell you. Let me share a personal situation because I've actually talked about it in HOAs. Um, I I own a server and
mhm.
I don't use it anymore. I was seriously considering bringing it back. I don't even know where it is. A friend of mine has it, so I don't even literally know where it is. But I was going to bring it back into my home because I have more bandwidth, and it makes makes more sense for me to have it here. But then I was talking to William Rock about it, and his recommendation is that I do not bring it in for the purpose of trying to create a secure website for myself, which having your own server, you've got to, I mean, you can do some things you can't do in an environment where you share a server. You
Right.
might have dedicated space, but you might be sharing that space too with other folks. So I am, looking at all options. What's the best for me? And maybe you will have a recommendation on it, and maybe you, William Rock, and I talking together can come up with. Well, I'm not can. Will come up, and I guess we better throw Vivek into the formula too.
Well, I know.
He's asking a question that I'd like to bring
Yeah.
forward. He's asking the question, why is there a separate calendar? I prefer it uses my Google Calendar.
Right, and it does. Like I said, it integrates. I just answered him. It integrates directly with Google Calendar. So if you have Google Calendar, you can easily integrate everything inside the Smash Calendar. I'll go through that here real quick since that was the question that was asked. So you can look at my calendar, and basically this is stuff I haven't updated it, and it's going to be where it's going to be automated. But I have all my calendars on the left side, so I can select whichever calendar I want, and then basically I sync it, and then it'll sync directly with my Google Calendar. So it'll bring everything in. See, so I have a pending calendar, and then I'll bring it in here in a little bit. So.
Well, I guess you created some new work for me today, Preston, because I need to now keep my Smash Solutions landing page. I have to keep it current and relevant, which isn't a bad thing. You just created
Well,
more work for me.
no, like I said, that's just a duplicate of our site, so there's nothing you need to really do. I mean, if people want to
Well, but
utilize this tool.
when they're driven to my page,
Hmm.
I want to have something of value for them and for me on that page. So you and I will have to do a brainstorming session on that.
Right. Oh, you mean on your page?
On my page, yes.
Okay, yeah. No, that's fine. But yeah, so everything is integrated. Like I said, we're working on the Google API, Vivek, so you're going to see more and more things being added to this that are going to make it a lot easier to work with Google. It's just Google's huge. I mean, they're the 8,000-pound gorilla, so you got to kind of do what they say, and
Kind of do what they say. Kind of do what
you
they
have to
say.
do what they say. So the API. I mean, like I said, they had an API for the calendar, they had an API for tasks, they had an API for for contacts, because right now you can also import, and this is what I like about the paid version, because I was on the free version for a while, and I'm like, this is crazy. I want the paid version. So I imported over 11,000 contacts. And how I did that is I basically import contacts like this. That's why it's going to be really cool to have Google profiles on here eventually, because I can pick and choose whichever one I want. Right? Facebook, Gmail, LinkedIn, whatever. So if I go to LinkedIn, I have set up certain groups. So like in this scenario, I would say business prospects, and I'd say LinkedIn as the group, and then I import it. And then it'll basically, you have to set it up on the back end where it actually imports those to your LinkedIn, because it has to obviously get your information for LinkedIn.
That's
But then
very interesting because a couple years ago I did a campaign and I created. I have over 7,000 followers on Twitter, but I don't use it.
Yeah.
This would be a chance for me to import all those to this page and start using it.
It doesn't do Twitter yet, and I don't know if
Oh,
it
I
can,
thought I saw.
because I don't think Twitter has an API, according to what I
Oh,
understand.
I thought I saw Twitter up there. I'm sorry.
No, it's just CSV, LinkedIn, Outlook, Outlook Express, MSN, VCF, Yahoo.
Gotcha.
And with the non-paid version, you get CSV, and obviously CSV you have to actually put it into a format. So this in itself just saves you a lot of time. Like you said, I mean, like I showed you, I just put LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is being dragged in here now, and it won't put in duplicates too. So even if I have them, it's not going to put those guys back in. Um, and obviously, LinkedIn changes all the time because you always connect with new people. Facebook changes all the time because you always connect with people. Gmail changes all the time. So you just do this once a month, and you're importing all your most recent contacts. And then there's more things that are going to be added to the contacts too. It's
Okay.
just
I don't think I'm going to be a free account very long. What
sounds good.
what what actually do I have? What are my capabilities with a free account?
Well, a free account, like I said, if you go to your name and go to subscriptions, you can actually see what exactly each one of the packages has available. So like I'm a partner booster bar. I'm paying $99 a month, but I get all this benefit from it. Okay. And then you have the partner premier, which is the $26 a month. And then you can see what your free gets. So there's limited to like the personal virtual assistant, which is the PVA, which I didn't even go into today, newsletter templates, video email, social media management hub. So it's really the basics. It's just kind of getting your feet wet, if you will. But the
Talk
nice
about
thing.
that. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Go on.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I know that you and Scott Silverstein, another community member, were having a lot of discussions this week because I actually set up the messaging
Yeah.
about the booster bar. Talk about that booster bar.
Okay. Well, what we've done is we've done something kind of unique, I think, in the industry, and it is patent pending. So what we've discovered was we had a lot of different, we have a lot of different businesses that we work with, and we wanted to drive as much traffic as we could to their websites using as many tools that we had inside of Smash. Well, we developed something that is really unique, because if you go down to our website page, and actually it doesn't show on the outs, it shows on the outside here. Let me log out, because it doesn't have to be on the inside, it has to be in the page that you're at. But on our site, we put in a couple of things. One is our advertising, of course, so it's on the outside. If you become a member, you can either have this showing on your website, which would obviously help us and help you, because you can advertise not only on your site, but other sites that are partners with us, or other sites that are hooking up with us. And that just gives you more exposure than just going inside the Smash system, right? So all these people are probably members of Smash, or people who are advertising in Smash, but they're not only going on this site, they're going on other sites. Okay, they're going into the partner sites. Now, we must have the partner bar not showing, so let me go to my site here, and I'll show you what it shows on the bottom. Because you can either hide it or you can show it. It's up to you. I think I'm showing mine. So this is my website.
Let me read that out loud. Let me read that definition of
What, the
entrepreneur.
entrepreneur?
Yeah. A person who organizes and operates a business or businesses, taking on greater
Just switch. Switch.
taking on greater than normal financial risks in order to do so. A person who organizes and operates a business or businesses taking on greater than normal financial. Yeah, there you go. Pretty good definition.
Yeah, it's actually coming from the dictionary, so I think it was Oxford. I probably should put a Oxford
You probably
dictionary
should
on
give
there.
somebody credit because you put it in quotation
Yeah,
marks.
yeah. But I just set this up just recently. So I'm still working on it. So here's the ads you can see, right? And then on the bottom here, we have basically our partners. Now our partners, basically, each one of them has a page within Smash 2. So we have pages just like you do on Facebook, just like you have on Google, and each individual one can be seen, and you can go within at. So if I go into my partner site, she has a brokerage out in Orlando for homes, beautiful homes, by the way. um, Whoops, I think I clicked on it wrong. I don't know what happened there. But it actually will go to the page that she set up within Smash. And then I don't know what's wrong with my computer here. It's just not showing right. It's slower than molasses. Come on. Maybe because I got too many things connected or something. But anyways, what it does is it goes to the or it goes to our Smash page, and then it also goes directly to their website. And what happens is with this media bar, it rotates all the time, and everybody basically simultaneously visits each other's sites. So like how Google does it with AdSense, all their ads go directly into the Google program. And Google gets benefit from it because, as you can see, they're 10 on a PR page rank, and they're number 1 on everything that you can see as far as statistics go. Well, we did the same thing, except now we're giving benefit to every one of our partners because all the partners get all of the traffic, and everybody shares with each other. And there's, like 6 things that Google looks at. Well, actually 5 things that Google looks at. Reactive content. They look at backlinks, and backlinks have to be, connected to like a PR of a 5 or 6 to be valid. Alexa ratings. We've taken like a radio station that was at, I think it was like 10 million on Alexa, down to about 1 million in less than 30 days. So there's a lot of things that we do with the tool. It's not just putting this tool on their website and having things done. We still have the inside of Smash. We still have the SEO part of it. I mean, you still need SEO for your website. You still need people to be able to identify those keywords and be able to set up good SEO. But this is just a booster. This is a booster to be able to help you. And most of the stuff out there is beneficial for everybody, and we're seeing results. I mean, we got 100 clients that have not quit our program yet because they see, they go into their Google Analytics or other analytics program and they're seeing a bunch of things happening. So, and then after, I think it was about 3 months, because we've seen this on a test site that we did, we're getting organic traffic coming in through certain search terms that we put into the website.
To that point, Vivek asked a pretty interesting question. I don't know if you saw it or not. Did you know that Google penalizes websites who have more than 3 adverts on their pages?
Well, we've looked at Google and what they're saying, so we're on top of that. So I don't know I've never heard of that one per se, so I'll go back to our company and mention that. But we've had direct contacts with Google, and we know exactly what they want and what they don't want. And the thing with Google, like I said, they're an 8,000-pound gorilla, so if they change things, we're going to have to change things too.
Okay, so we're coming towards the end here, President. We
Yep.
could, this it's fascinating what you're showing here. We could probably spend the rest of
Of
the
the day.
afternoon
Yeah.
talking about that. But my question is, okay, if folks want to get involved in the program, in your program, we should put a link on this event page,
Yep.
the event page, this HOA, and then that will be, what exactly will be that link?
Well, we'll just do what we set up.
There you
Small
go.
Biz Dave. Small. I'm just doing it right now. BizDavid.com. Get your account here. Your account here. And there you go. So when people come to this,
I better also put the same thing on with my picture, with my mug.
yeah, well, you want to set up your profile, and we do have, unfortunately, at this time, two different profile sections. One within the actual the social site, because we have to have a social profile, and then we also have one for the regular profile, and you can see your profiles when you get to the other part of your website.
So I have to put a profile on each one. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, unfortunately, at this time, it was supposed to be combined. I'll go to my account again, and I'll show you. It's supposed to be combined. It's supposed to actually go from the social to that, but we did it, I guess, because of SEO purposes too. But the next iteration, as they say, will incorporate both of them. But you want to probably put that together as soon as possible. It's the profile page. Oh, I love my computer. Come on. Okay. So you got the social page, which obviously has all that other stuff. And then if you go down to the profile here,
Where?
right here, edit my profile, you can edit your profile for the social page. And then if you want to go to the profile of the regular site, not just the social, because they're two separate modules, is you go to contacts or calendar or task or whatever, and then go down to the drop-down menu of account settings, and then set it up that way.
Well, I'll start fooling around with it tomorrow, and I'm sure I'll be pinging you all day tomorrow.
That's fine. I'm available.
Okay,
So,
well, thank you for this. I'm sure, there's, like I said, you could go on for hours
yeah.
explaining all the things that it does, but I think, the very basic things that you've talked about today, uh, in and of itself, are very, very strong reasons for people to get involved with your technology. Uh, they can try it out for a while, like you said, at no
hmm
expense, and then once they see the value of everything that's happening, go ahead and get a paid account. But in today's world, at $26, or 26, yeah, it was 25.99, $26 a month, you can hardly go wrong. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a no-brainer.
Well, yeah, that's what we keep on saying too. And if you guys want to learn about the Partner Booster Bar and go into fuller detail, I mean, I could set up a time directly with the owner or one of the executives, and be glad to go through it, answer any questions that you have. Like Vivek, you have great questions. You want to set it up, just let me know, and I'll give you the calendar times that they have available. So
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much, Preston, and I'm
thank you.
sure we will uh, be hearing from you in the future. Hopefully, people will want to get more information, more knowledge about it, and we could do it as a community HOA, or which you would love because more people can find out about things as
Yeah.
opposed to necessarily going one-on-one. But that's what you do. Go one-to-one with folks to help them work through challenges that they are having.
Hmm.
But you and I, in the 45 minutes max before the today's HOA actually got started, we did a
Hmm.
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We got a lot accomplished.
Hmm. And
So,
we're just starting, so. But and the great thing too is, if you get stuck or something doesn't work, I mean, it is a software program, and not software. It's an online web-based program. There's going to be some bugs, just because it's a huge system. Go ahead and email support@smashsolutions.com, and they'll get back to you within a reasonable period of time and say, this is yes, we're working on this, or no, we didn't think of that, or whatever. We want help from the community too, because we can only see certain parts of it, and it's good to be able to have that kind of support too.
okay, well, thank you, Preston. Thank you,
Thanks.
everybody who has taken
Appreciate it.
time out of your schedule and uh, have either watched this live. Not many folks watch it live, or more importantly, as you know, an HOA gets recorded and goes to a YouTube channel. I will um, add some personal comments to the event stream. I will post the event stream into my Google Plus stream, and you'll be able to get to our conversation that way also. So we thank you for your time, and I'll see you the next time, which may very well be the best time. See you then.